So now from our previous example, we created a class car. It has attributes, it has these attributes, and it has this method. And then I created two objects of the type of the class car. So these are objects, C1 and C2 are objects of the class car. Now I'll be explaining how we can access the attributes and get access to the methods of a particular class. So we suppose I want to access the number of wheels of the object C1. I do C1 and use a dot operator. So C1 dot wheels. Now I can access the wheels attribute of the object C1, which is a object of the class car. So now C1 dot wheels. Now I can equal it to 10. Now I can do the same for I can use it for any attribute. So I can do C1 dot speed equal to 14.8, and then okay, let's just leave it at that. Now now I want to access the method of the particular class. So I'll do C1 dot get speed this. Before this, let's know this is better. So I have to add public before. I'll explain this in the next video. So I call the get speed method of the C1 object. Now let's see what happens. Sorry, this should be C1 dot speed. Run it again. Then I do again. Now see 14.8. We get the speed of the object C1. And we can do the same for this. We can see out C1 dot where we can set C1 dot color equal to, suppose let's say our car is red in color. We do C1 dot color equal to red, and then let's print it out. So see out C1 dot color and the new line. Then we save it, we compile it, and then we run it. See, first our get speed method prints 14.8, and we are manually printing out C1 dot color, which is red. We can do the same for C2 and for the remaining attributes as well. Now you may wonder, what if I not uh, give it a value and then I print it out? Suppose I didn't give mileage any value. I didn't give C1 dot mileage any value. Now it's just going to print out a garbage value. It's not initialized yet. Now I do C out. Suppose I print out without initializing it. C1 dot mile h. Now I save it. I only initialize C1 dot wheels equal to 10, C1 dot speed equal to 14.8, and then its color. Only initialize wheels, color, and speed. Mileage is not initialized. Now if I try to print it out, let's see what happens. Let's compile it. That's nice. See, we get a garbage value. We get 5.88, and we do the same for wheels. I just comment out C1 dot wheels. Save it. Then we run it again. See, we get a garbage value 6422. So if we try to print out stuff which we don't, if we declare it but then we don't initialize it, we get a garbage value. Here I declared it, and then here I initialized it. Here and here as well. So now if I do it again, we'll get 10. See, we get the right value.